An evening stroll through a fishing village near Hoi An. As dusk settles, the lights on the Cua Dai Bridge begin to glow. These wooden boats are the foundation of the local community's life. At dusk, they return with their catch. The Vietnamese flags are a common sight on fishing vessels, a symbol of pride and hope for a good catch. We're entering the local market, which stays open into the late evening. This is where the fresh catch is brought. The market is a labyrinth of covered stalls and open-air displays. The sounds of motorbikes mix with the chatter of vendors and shoppers. You can find everything here, from fresh produce to clothing. Vendors are arranging their goods for the evening trade. This woman is selling fresh herbs and vegetables. Vietnamese cuisine is unimaginable without fresh ingredients. A young girl helps her family at their stall. In Vietnam, it's common for children to be involved in the family business. The freshest shrimp, caught just a few hours ago. Seafood is a staple in coastal towns like Hoi An. This is the seafood section of the market. The variety of fish and shellfish is simply amazing. Customers carefully inspect the seafood before buying. Haggling is an essential part of the experience at a Vietnamese market. That vendor is preparing fish for a customer. This is a traditional Vietnamese dish, stuffed bitter melon. It's often filled with minced pork and spices, then steamed. A delicious and healthy dish you can buy right at the market. This stall sells fresh tofu and a rainbow of vegetables. The variety of colors is like an artist's palette. Here you can find various household goods, from spices and sauces to everyday necessities. This is joss paper, which is burned as an offering to ancestors. It's believed to provide for them in the afterlife. In the clothing section, you can find garments for all ages. Many of the items are made locally. Right in the market, a seamstress offers clothing repair services. She's using a vintage hand-cranked sewing machine. She smiles as she works, showing pride in her craft. These personal moments make markets so special. A small food stall where you can have dinner, a bowl of pho or a banh mi sandwich makes for a perfect meal. An elderly man enjoys his evening meal. These stalls are social hubs where you can catch up on the latest news. Now let's wander through the narrow alleys of the village. This is where people live, just steps away from the bustling market. Motorbikes are the main form of transport in Vietnam. They navigate these tight spaces with incredible ease. Here, life spills out onto the streets. The lines between public and private space are blurred. As you walk by, you can catch glimpses into people's homes. Here, a small salon, there a family watching TV. This small shop sells drinks and snacks. The round bamboo boats, thung chai, are for fishing in shallow waters. We're walking through a residential part of the village now. The houses are simple but well maintained. The alleys open up again to a view of the river. The water is an inseparable part of these people's lives. Chickens roam freely around the yard. This scene could have been from 100 years ago. I'm walking carefully here. This path is made of old wooden planks. The smaller boats are used for fishing close to the shore. They are simple, elegant, and perfectly suited for these waters. The sky grows darker as evening sets in. The soft light creates a beautiful scene. We are back in the heart of the village. The chickens are the unofficial welcoming committee. The village is a maze of narrow paths and alleys. It's easy to get lost, but that's part of its charm. The path along the river offers a new perspective of the village. Children are playing, their laughter echoing through the air. We're passing by some outdoor cafes and eateries. This is where villagers gather to relax and socialize. We are back at the market, which is still bustling. The sounds and smells are even more intense now. The seafood section is especially busy. Customers are haggling for the best prices. The market is starting to wind down for the night. Vendors are cleaning their stalls and packing up their remaining goods. We are leaving the market, heading back to the main road. The fruit stalls are a final splash of color for the evening. This was a fascinating glimpse into the life of a Vietnamese fishing village. I hope you enjoyed this evening walk.
Oh, thank you, thank you.